Hello, sports fans. This is our Face the Facts sports show, which is presented by Sports Zone 101. I am Nick Face. I thought it was appropriate today for me to take some time and to talk with you about all the things that are happening right now related to sports, our country, Sports Zone, my organization, everything, and just to kind of talk about how I'm feeling a little bit, the approach that we're going to be using in the next couple weeks here, and remaining hopeful, remaining positive, remaining calm in a situation that none of us have ever really experienced in our lifetime before. As many of you know, with all of the shutdown that's been going on with schools and different places that we were able to provide programs and things for, we're forced to shut down as well. So we're taking at least a 3-week break from all of our day-to-day operations and activities that we do, and breaks my heart, I'll tell you that right now. To not be able to be active or to be running activities on a daily basis with seeing all the smiling kids' faces and everything within when we go into our schools or when we put together these great parties and programs from people. It hurts, I will tell you that. And I want to thank so many of you that have reached out to me personally or have sent us emails and just said to stick with it and to stay positive and know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I keep telling myself that, and I'm repeating it over and over again because this is truthfully one of the most difficult things that I've ever had happen in my lifetime. I think everybody goes through these bumps along the road, and this is a major one, folks. And to not be able to be in control or to not know kind of what direction things are headed, it's very scary. I've said that to a few people. I said, this is scary. This is unprecedented. This is a situation that we've never been in. And I hope, again, I'm using hope a lot. That's how I keep focusing on is that word hope. I'm hopeful that this 3 week of quarantine and not doing much of social gathering and social and just distancing ourselves allows us to pick things back up at the beginning or mid-April when things occur. That's how I'm processing all of this, and I think that's the best approach that we need to use right now as a country and as organization, is to stay hopeful, not let the negative of not being able to do all these general things that we do on a daily basis hurt us or impact us in a way that we do things that could hurt us in the long run. So right now, it's not just about our country with the coronavirus and everything that's impacted us. We also have a lot of things that are impacted in sports. And as you can see in the background, I have a picture of Tom Brady, as we just heard this morning on this Tuesday, March 17th, that Tom Brady is going to be leaving the New England Patriots. And the hits just keep on coming, folks. Tom Brady has been my favorite athlete, my favorite person to look up to, one of my favorite athletes to look up to. I've always had a great passion of following him, being a Patriot fan, being a fan of his, loving the way that he lives his life and everything. He's an incredible role model and an example setter of kind of the ways that we go about things here for our coaches, and at least how I lead my life with everything. So to see Tom Brady not be a Patriot moving forward it stings. It stings. So I don't know where the future's going to hold for Tom Brady, but I do hope that what his next journey leads to is success. I'm not the type of person that's going to say, oh, screw Tom, he's going to another organization and everything, and I'm not going to root for him. I'm going to root for him. whether that's with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or whether that's with the LA Chargers or the Raiders, I will still watch Tom Brady and root for him. And I wish him all the best. It's going to be a different time as a Patriot fan. It's 20 years that he was your quarterback as the Patriots, for the Patriots. And I never thought that we'd see that. I knew that when he retired, I was going to be remaining hopeful that he stayed as a Patriot, but that's just not in the cards. And we'll look at that on this episode that we do here with you. But the first thing that I want to do is I want to share with you a clip that I shared last night on our Sports Zone Facebook page and Instagram. And it is a video that features a person that I absolutely loved growing up as a child, and I still approach a lot of these same values that he taught us over these many years. That is Mr. Rogers. I thought that it was an appropriate time last night to share with our audience and some of our fans and everything that this video that he did right before he passed away. He recorded some episodes, he recorded some clips during the 9/11 disaster. And it's very appropriate for a time right now for us to look for the helpers and to remain as positive and focused on the next stage, whenever that would be. So I want to take a 1-minute break to take a look at that video, and I do hope that you enjoy it.
Hello, I'm Fred Rogers. Some parents wonder how to handle world news with their young children. Well, we at Family Communications have discovered that when children bring up something frightening, it's helpful right away to ask them what they know about it. We often find that their fantasies are very different from the actual truth. What children probably need to hear most from us adults is that they can talk with us about anything, and that we will do all we can to keep them safe in any scary time. I'm always glad to be your neighbor.
Simply beautiful. I encourage you to, if you need that extra momentum or extra step, or you're feeling down and you can't control your emotions or anything like that, I encourage you to take a look at that clip and replay it as many times as you can to keep telling yourself that it's going to be okay, and that we're going to do everything that we can to keep progressing and keep moving forward and getting out of this difficult time that we're in. So do everything that you can to know that we're going to be okay. Right now, I want to change gears and talk about the Tom Brady situation. There is one more thing I did want to mention too. I would like to also bring you to a page right here for us at Sports Zone, where you can, if you would like to, support our organization and our coaches and everything. Again, we rely solely on your child's participation in all of our activities that we do. And on our website, we have a support page that is up that you are allowed to help us if you'd like. And again, I greatly appreciate those that have reached out and said that, everything's going to be okay and we're going to get through this time. But remember that for our organization, it is it stings. It stings greatly. So on our website, we do have a support us page. You can, again, fill it out. You can be optional as you want. If you want to be anonymous, that is great. And we put up some information about also our program passes that we'll be having for this summer. The whole emphasis here for us right now is making sure our summer programs are going to be A-OK. So we already have our summer programs up on our website. And then there is also ways that you can get program passes. Program passes are our way to give our families some financial assistance with a little bit of a discount on coming to as many programs as you'd like throughout the summer by getting a pass. And that option is right down here if you would like to purchase one of those for any of our programs. That can also be used for some of our drop-ins that we will be remaining hopeful of doing for April vacation. So if you'd like to help us out right there, know that from the bottom of my heart, I greatly appreciate it. And I know that so many of you that have loved what we've done with our programs know that this is a great way of being able to support us right now through this difficult time. Now it's time for us to take a look here at the whole Tom Brady leaving the Patriots situation. So we went to Patriots.com here, and Brady this morning announced on his Instagram that the time is for him to leave. So there's a story right here. I'm going to read right now what it says. I'm going to show you as well. So Tom Brady this morning wrote, "Forever a Patriot. To all my teammates, coaches, executives, and staff, Coach Belichick, Robert Kraft, and the entire Kraft family and organization, I want to say thank you for the past 20 years of my life and the daily commitment to winning and creating a winning culture built on great values. I am grateful for all that you have taught me. I have learned from everyone. You have allowed me to maximize my potential, and that is all a player can ever hope for. Everything we can accomplish brings me great joy, and the lessons I have learned will carry on with me forever. I couldn't be the man I am today without the relationships you have allowed me to build. I have benefited from all you have given me. I cherished every opportunity I had to be a part of for our team, and I love you all for that. Our team has always set a great standard in pro sports, and I know it will continue to do just that. Although my football journey will take place elsewhere, I appreciate everything that we have achieved, and I am grateful for our incredible team accomplishments. I have been privileged to have had the opportunity to know each and every one of you and to have the memories we've created together. I wanted to say thank you to all of the incredible fans and Patriots supporters. Massachusetts has been my home for 20 years. It has greatly been the happiest 2 decades I could have envisioned in my life, and I have nothing but love and gratitude for my time in New England. The support has been overwhelming. I wish every player could experience it. My children were born and raised here, and you always embrace this California kid as your own. I love your commitment and loyalty to your teams, and winning for our city means more than you will ever know. I can't thank you enough for the support of our team. The packed training camps and sold-out stadiums, and mostly the victory parades. I have been so blessed to share them all with you. I tried to represent us always in the best and most honorable way, and I fought hard with my teammates to bring great victory and triumph, even in the most dire situations. You opened your heart to me, and I opened my heart to you. And Patriots Nation will always be part of me. I don't know what my future holds, but it is time for me to open a new stage of my life and career. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I will always love you and what we have shared. A lifetime full of fun memories. TB12. Waking up to that this morning was terrible. I'll say that. I keep saying hopeful and everything. We did know that Tom most likely has only 2 years to go in his career. He's going to be playing in his year 43 season next year. And we did know that in the next couple years, the Patriots needed to move on and find their next person that's going to be the quarterback. I just didn't think it was going to be now. I thought delaying the inevitable was going to lead Tom for 2 more years here as a Patriot. But I guess that's just not in the cards, as David Price would say. Anyway, where does this lead the Patriots? Well, you have Jarrett Stidham, That was the backup. The Patriots drafted him. Was it? I think it was either last year or yeah, it was last year. It could be his time. I do know that there are some people that are saying that the future looks bright for him. Maybe giving him the chance is the best thing to do moving forward. You also have a lot of buzz going around the NFL with maybe bringing in a veteran type. I do know the Carolina Panthers and Cam Newton are looking to part ways. Cam Newton could be an option. You have Teddy Bridgewater out there who could be an option as well. I'm also sadly hearing Andy Dalton. I don't want Andy Dalton. I'd rather Jared Stidham. I think Andy Dalton is one of the worst mistakes the Patriots could make as an organization right now. And I'm hearing Nick Foles' name as well. So we'll see where that leads for the Patriots, but I am still kind of in that state of shock moment and approach here with Tom Brady actually deciding to leave the Patriots. I did not see that coming, but we didn't see this whole situation with the coronavirus happening either. Now we'll take a look at the real-time reaction from ESPN this morning with all the news that broke with Tom Brady.
Facility in Foxborough. Go ahead, Mike, I'll give you the floor. What is your reaction to what we're seeing here?
Well, Greeny, I want to give you just the team perspective here at the facility. This is not a major surprise to the Patriots. You know, behind the scenes over the last couple days, it's my understanding that there was a hope that there would be maybe some dialogue. You know, hey, what would it take to bring you back? But there wasn't necessarily a reciprocation from Tom Brady, almost a feeling that maybe it was, you know, his decision. Nothing you can do here for the Patriots right now would bring me back. I want this fresh start. And all along, Greeny, we've said there were two big questions that needed to be answered. How far would Bill Belichick go to bring him back? And how badly did Tom Brady really want to be back? And this answers the second question. I think many people assumed Brady wanted to come back because this is all he's known for 20 years. But as he said in his posts, it's time for a fresh start. It really clears up that second question.
No question about that. Now, Mike, I'm going to ask you to speculate perhaps a little here. But people will look at this from the outside and wonder how much of this has to do with a challenging relationship, and that I'm just choosing that word at random, between Brady and Belichick. As of right now, what do we know about the relationship between those two?
I would say this, Greeny, that is a business relationship, and the last couple of years, Tom Brady had his contract renegotiated, and I would say it's fair to say that didn't go the way that Tom Brady hoped. And maybe this would be a different ending if the team and Bill Belichick had extended more. Bill Belichick would acknowledge at this point he was more comfortable going in a year-to-year setup with Tom Brady. Had it been different and there had been a thought of, hey, let's spread this out so you can reach your goal of playing the 45 and we'll work with you, maybe this does have a different ending. But I never sensed that it was deeply personal, Greeny, just more business, and they still worked together and had incredibly productive results doing so, but just more from a business perspective than anything.
All right, and then so back to the very first thing you said, Mike, that this would not come as a huge surprise to Bill Belichick and the folks there at the Patriots organization. That means that they must have some planning in place. So I can't believe I'm asking you this question, but who do we expect now to be the quarterback for the New England Patriots next season?
Well, let's look at who they have on their roster. They drafted Jarrett Stidham in the 4th round last year, and they have Cody Kessler. Now, they might bring in someone else, Greeny, but their salary cap situation is such that it wouldn't be really a big ticket type of guy. They don't have the room to do that. So this sort of hits the reset button for them and allows them financially to say, let's look at the young kid, Jarrett Stidham, see how that goes, and maybe we bring in a veteran, but at a lower cost. So it's a total reset, Greeny, and there's financial considerations in play with that. I would be surprised if they aggressively go out and look at the veteran market at a high-cost level right now.
All right, Mike Reese, thank you. We will certainly be coming back to you all day long. Let me bring Orlovsky and Swagoo back in here. So, guys, we have been talking about this for months, and as I said, it still is somewhat jarring when you actually hear the words. Dan Orlovsky, we'll start with you. What's your reaction? Tom Brady posting on social media he is leaving the New England Patriots.
Yeah, Greeny, you know I've felt this way since January. Even that being said, when Darlington came on and made that announcement, I had chills. I had goosebumps on my body. And I'll be honest with you, I'm just a huge fan. I was getting emotional just thinking about it, just kind of re-racking my brain through Tom Brady's history. This was a decision made by Tom because what has transpired in New England. If we're going to sit here and go, why did this happen? In many ways, the Patriots failed to support him during the back end of his career, to give him the necessary people to allow him to play at the level that he's kind of has that self-expectation to play at. And I'm not surprised by this at all. I have felt this way since January. I did not think there was a chance that Tom Brady was going back to New England. There's much better options for him to go, and now that we see that come true, I'm excited. This is also, at the same time, exciting. This is the greatest quarterback of all time, kind of reinvigorating himself. He's going to reinvigorate a franchise and in many ways send a shot into the NFL. And so this is a very exciting next 24 to 36 hours to see where he lands.
Swagoo.
Well, I didn't get chills and I didn't get emotional. It ain't all that for me. It's football. And I know a lot of people couldn't wrap their minds around the fact that Tom Brady would be in another uniform. But, like Dan said, we've been talking about this, but it wasn't that. To me, it wasn't shocking. I don't know why. I just know that the nature of this business. I look at it from a different point of view, and I understand the work that Tom Brady has put in.
So I'm not going to air the whole thing right there, but a lot of people weren't surprised. I think the Patriots, again, I echo some of those same comments that were said by Mike Reese with the Patriots really didn't support Tom Brady in the final years of his life here in New England. I mean, if you look at last season, it was probably the worst cast of receivers and help that he's had within his career. So the Patriots just didn't want to go to that next level. I am hearing that, again, it's between Tampa, the Buccaneers, and they're offering him anywhere between 30 to 35 million for 2 years. And I say good for Brady. I mean, if the Patriots didn't want to give him that, I can understand it. I can understand because it does impact the team and the organization. It's a lot of money. I get it. But you also need to understand that the Patriots are the best organization in football. They should have been able to give Tom Brady what he wanted. So I am left with a sour taste with my stance with the Patriots. I think this all comes down to, again, that relationship and what was around Tom Brady. I think the relationship with Bill Belichick was not as great as it should have been. I think Tom was wanting more things, and Belichick, we know his stance was not going to give him some of those things. This is what you're going to get, and this is the salary that we can afford to have you with. Take it or leave it. And that ends the whole storybook ending where Brady ends his career with the Patriots. So, again, it's a shocking day here. It just continues to be more and more wow factor as we progress here. I'm going to leave you on a sign of hope. And, again, that we will get out of this stretch that we are in here as a country, as a organization, and as a leader here with all of the things that we have done. We need to get out of this stage that we're in, get healthy, keep our distance, please. And I do want to say, people my age specifically, stay away. And I say that with a little bit of force right there, and a little bit of kind of a demand. Stay away. Okay, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I can understand that. But if people are going to be going out and partying and taking it like this is no big deal, that is going to impact us. So I'm frustrated with what I've seen with some people my age specifically continuing to just go about everything normal. It's not normal. Stay home. Keep your distance. Stay healthy. I mean, that is so important right now. And I am advocating people that are in that college or high school age level where you think you're invincible. Don't do that, okay? You need to stay home. You need to stay healthy. You need to stay away, people, that this can hurt, okay? Especially our senior citizens and our elderly and people with any kind of, bad health or health conditions that are not sustainable to, killing this virus. So please keep your distance. Social distancing is so important right now. That is going to do it here for our Face the Facts sports show. Again, this is presented by Sports Zone 101. I thank so many of you for your continued support, and we're going to remain hopeful, and we're going to remain as positive as we can in this difficult situation that we're in. We will see you soon. Thank you all.